So, here we are. In this module, we looked at different levels of organization in living systems, right? Genes, chromosomes, cells, individuals. And we saw that these different levels, in some sense, evolve. And when they pursue their evolutionary interests, that might mean that they conflict with other levels. And we looked at mechanisms by which this is being constrained. What we didn't really look at that much is the potential for conflict between individuals and the groups that they're in. So, for example, in social animals.
Like humans?
For example, like humans.
Okay.
So let's explore this a little bit. Now, I know that you're a very nice guy.
Thank you. You too.
Well, that remains to be seen. Let's do a thought experiment, right? So we're at a social gathering, and our famous plate of cookies is back, and there's a bunch of cookies on the plate, and people take a cookie.
Mm-hmm.
How many cookies do you take?
Well, if everybody takes one, I guess I take one as well, right?
So why is that?
Well, that's the most social thing to do.
That is the most social thing to do. Okay. Now, let's say, sake of argument, that the cookie is good for you. There's energy, and you need your energy.
Yeah.
So why would you not take more cookies?
Well, for one, my mom will probably get mad at me for doing that. She did not teach me that.
Mm-hmm.
And as well, it's not nice to do that to the host, so I probably will not be invited anymore.
Okay, so there's some sort of social reasons why you do this.
Yes.
It's not really coming from the goodness of your heart. Maybe. That's, for example, so now the plate's taken away. It goes to the kitchen or something, and you have to go to the bathroom, or I don't know, but you walk and through the house, and you see that plate of cookies again, and now nobody's watching. Does that alter the likelihood of you taking another cookie?
I would like to say no, but knowing myself, I'll probably take another cookie.
Okay, so there's some sort of social control here that doesn't seem to be experienced all that strongly. It's not that heartfelt.
Yes.
Right? Like, I mean, for example, if you look at like a young child or a toddler or something, what sort of impulses does the child follow? Is it social impulses, or is it kind of maybe somewhat self-centered?
I think I know where you are going. Well, mostly children just grab the stuff that they want, even if another child is holding it.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty rude, actually. So I would say they are born bad, but have to learn all the social behavior from the parents or their school or whatever. So that's cultural transmission, like how a bird learns his song from his parrot.
Right, yeah. Well, I guess you said bad, so that is maybe sort of subjective moral judgment, but in any case, the child pursues more its own interests, and the interests of the group are imposed by cultural transmission, by upbringing, school, etc. So where do you think this comes from? Let's try to go back a little bit in evolutionary time. What sort of species are we? We are a social species. Why? Why would we want to be in a group?
Well, if we are not in a group, but alone, with predators and all kinds of hazard lurking at the corner, I do not think alone you would survive as a human very long in the wild. So if I have to choose between a group that cooperates to survive or is more about individualistic, then I think I go with the group that cooperates with each other.
Okay, but ants or bees cooperate with each other, and it's very hardwired.
Yes, that is true.
Are we actually cooperating with each other?
No, it seems more like we are pretending to be very social, but are actually not.
I guess it's within limits, right? I mean,
Yes.
yeah, like we are all rather good at seeing when somebody else is cheating. We are also rather good at seeing what other people are thinking. We try to manipulate them. So there's some sort of arms race where we try to get better and better at manipulating each other and detecting cheating in each other.
But that seems to be a lot of work to do.
That seems to be a lot of work to do, but yet here we are as people who aren't suckers, but as probably people that descend from a long line of somewhat sneaky people. Of course, within limits, but yeah, we manipulate each other.
Okay, but you say limits. So there is a point that you cannot become any more sneakier. So there is still a limit to how sneaky you are, but that's not socially controlled like we're pretending to be very nice. So what kind of methods are there to restrain people from going over that line, or why do we even have that line?
Well, there are certainly many ways in which this can be constrained. Of course, there's also just morphological limits to how sneaky we can get, because we need big brains and our brains cannot be infinite size. But that's actually going to be come up in the next module, right? So Menno is going to talk about limits to evolution. Now there's also social ways in which our selfishness can be constrained. We've come up with all sorts of complex cultural mechanisms in which we constrain each other and teach each other morality. But actually this is very interesting, and I think it would be very nice if we could all discuss this together on the forum. So we'd be happy to hear from you guys.